All right. How's it going? I'm back. I know, unfortunately. If you're sitting here listening to me, you've fallen on some hard times. But kind of an interesting thing. So you might want to just stick around for a bit because this is some fucked up shit. All right. And Ohio, man, I know he's making Ohio look great. Uh, I swear, not everybody from Ohio is this fucked up. Although it seems at times like Ohio is trying really hard to be the Florida of the North. So people got to get together and stop that shit. All right, come on. Anyway, he was charged with stealing more than, and I'm not kidding. And I read this number twice to make sure I was correct. $166,000 from his incapacitated mother. He spent this money on literally nothing but sex. And you might be thinking, "Oh, what? Did he get a girlfriend?" No. He spent the money for online sex shows, which, cam girls. High-end silicone sex doll. Wigs, porn, adult toys, more than 150 pieces of lingerie. He also bought multiple heads for the dolls, a box of ligatures, and then, he had some computer and electronic equipment, probably stuff to watch the porn on. So this dude, and some of the lingerie includes G-strings, bras, and other type of sleepwear. And I it took me longer than I care to admit to figure out why he was buying lingerie. He's putting on the sex doll. I know it's probably like easy for the rest of you, but I don't think like this. Someone says, "Hey, male sex toy," to me, I think, "Oh, fleshlight," because that's the big name on the block. At least they have been since, back in the day, back in the mid 2000s. I don't think life-size silicone sex doll, that doesn't even register, okay? But I would assume they're pretty fucking expensive. $166,000 this dude spent on that stuff from his poor mother, who's uh in her 90s, I believe it said. One second, I want to be sure for you. 91. And he's off taking her money. And let's start with the cam and web girls. Oh my god. I remember a day when a lot of your bigger porn stars had like webcam shows, and if you were a member, you could watch and all that, and it was a way for them to interact, that you could watch as it's going down, and it's kind of gotten more advanced. I mean, since then, with the ability to like buy tokens and be like, "Yo, take that bottle of Powerade behind you and shove it up your ass, and then take the remote and shove it up the other hole." I don't know. Anyway, I don't understand why anyone would spend money to do the whole cam web girl thing. I mean, if you were subscribing to like a porn star site from back in the day, then yeah, I can understand someone spending money on that because it's about what they get full access to all the pictures, not just like the free set, and then they get what access to videos that everybody else doesn't get, and then they get the webcam shows and shit like that. So I mean, I can kind of see that if they really 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 like that porn star, and I can't imagine that they were much. I don't recall what they cost, but probably not a whole lot. I mean, people spend money on stupid shit. Okay, then the amount of money that people spend on Fortnite to buy stupid little outfits in 10 years when no one's playing Fortnite will have been completely wasted. Although, granted, I know some porn stars stick around. I mean, some are lifers. I was gonna say, granted, in 10 years, your membership, but you get the idea, right? You know. I don't understand the whole concept behind Fortnite outfits and even buying outfits in any game. I mean, I get that it's an added source of revenue, and I understand that. I don't understand the purpose of it. I don't understand the idea behind buying an outfit. I had an extra $5 on my Xbox account. I wanted to get rid of it, so I bought like the little Master Chief one for my avatar. That way, whenever someone went to my profile, there's Master Chief, and I was like, okay, I have an extra $5, but I wouldn't, go out of my way. There's no way in hell I would go out of my way to spend money for virtual stuff to put on a video game character. I know I got off topic, but kind of relevant because the whole cam girl web thing. Yeah, back 10 years ago, if you were going to subscribe or become a member of some porn star sites, okay, sure, I understand that. But paying a cam or web girl or whatever to do whatever the fuck she's doing. Which, here's the thing, I'm not part of the web girl scene, okay, or the cam girl scene or whatever the fuck they call themselves. Not part of it. Don't like it. Don't care for it. In the experience that I've seen of like all the women popping up on Pornhub and with verified accounts and, hey, you can download my video. Guess what? They're the average girl that you would see, probably the girl that most will end up with, that kind of thing. Because most people are like, hey, a bird in the hand. And I'm like, that's not the point of porn. And the point of it is, beautiful women. And the whole cam web girl scene, I don't understand it. So then he buys a fucking expensive sex toy with multiple heads, which can you imagine how you store that? To the average person, they open a closet and they see like 5 different heads, wigs, a headless corpse, and they're gonna run out of there fucking screaming. But I don't think that somebody who spends $166,000 on sex toys and stuff like that and porn and lingerie, I don't think that they have many visitors. I can't imagine you would have a whole lot of visitors. Not if you're doing that. And I thought some dude, spending $29,000 about on porn and having a collection that his parents destroyed was ridiculous. This dude was like, hold my beer because I'm gonna fucking show you up. Ridiculous, okay? And also, why would you spend that much money? I mean, if you're going to steal $166,000 from your mother, the person who raised you, who in most cases took care of you, if you're going to steal $166,000, I mean, there are plenty of gold diggers out there who would have been happy to do whatever for, to get their gifts and all that, all that other crap. And I mean, granted, I saw his mugshot, and I don't want to be terribly mean to him because I'm already, kind of being a dick about what he did. But you know what? Fuck him. You don't steal $166,000 from your mother. You don't steal from your mother at all. Okay? Yeah, and he bought butt plugs. You know what? I just saw it on the screen. Okay, I wanted to be sure before I said butt plugs. Yes. I mean, that's not a word you just throw around lightly. I mean, you don't just throw butt plugs around. That, I mean, you know what I mean. You shouldn't be throwing the word around, and you definitely shouldn't be throwing butt plugs around. But he bought butt plugs for $166,000. He could have found a gold digging little whore who would have been more than happy to shove the butt plug up her butt. I mean, what's the point of two butt plugs? Actually, or I'm sorry, I didn't specify 2 butt plugs. He bought 2 of these, lifelike dolls. Not 1, 2. Because apparently he wanted to have a threesome. I would assume the best part of a threesome is that you're not just having sex with one person, you're having sex with 2 people. 2 independent thinking people who are able to do things on their own. It kind of ruins it when you gotta stop. Hop off one, reposition the other, and then, get back at it. I would assume that would just be ruining the entire threesome experience. And also, there's the dolls, they can't talk. They can't make any sounds. They just sit there and you're just listening to yourself, violate some poor piece of silicone that looks shockingly like a person. It is sad. It is messed up. The fact that someone would spend this kind of money on nothing but sex stuff and assorted electronics and shit like that, and butt plugs and 2 sex dolls and wigs and sex toys and lingerie. I mean, if that's not a cry for loneliness and sadness, I don't know what is. Like I said, for $166,000, he could have found probably a average to a little bit higher end of average gold digger who would have been willing to be like, all right, whatever. Sure, I'll fool around with you. I mean, I don't want to say whore because, whore. Well, I mean, I guess there's the girlfriend experience on all that. I mean, I would assume. I don't know. I I would assume the difference between a gold digger and a whore is the fact that gold diggers are guaranteed paid by the hour. I mean, I mean whores are. I mean whores are guaranteed paid by the hour or whatever. I don't know if they're paid by the hour. How much would a whore make? And I guess it'd depend on the whore. Anyway, um, gold diggers might, tiptoe step. Okay, I just asked the other day, so I'm gonna just hang out with him today, and then I'll ask next week. Stuff like, I mean, gold diggers might actually stretch it out. At least if they're smart, they would, But then again, that's overestimating, the cognitive function of guys, especially a guy who's willing to pay a gold digger. Because dudes don't pay a gold digger. Don't be given into that kind of bullshit. I don't care how pretty she is, because nothing says desperate and needy, which is maybe like the worst vibe you can ever put off, than that you are giving into a gold digger, knowing that she's only there because you got money. All right, not even because she likes you, but because you got money. Anyway, the part that upsets me more than him stealing from his mother, which is fucked up, and buying a bunch of sex toys and 2 sex dolls and butt plugs and you know hundreds of pieces of lingerie, which includes g-strings, bras, and sleepwear, as I told you, is after reviewing his computers, they found not good content, to be very clean about it. Content that should probably walk him up to the tabletop guillotine and he's going to be going to jail for a while because of, somebody figured out that some shit was going on and that he had some improper spending, and, the court, they appointed a guardian, and guardian then froze her bank accounts, and he wasn't getting any more webcam and cam girl shows and all that bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm a little bitter, okay? Because I don't know, the whole damn thing is stupid. I mean, this fuckhead goes and pulls this shit. I mean, I just want to know how much of that money went to the cam girls, because that's unforgivable. You want to join a porn website or a porn star's website and watch the cam show, or if there is one or whatever, then sure, yeah, that's fine. I can see that, because that's a story. Hey, I watched a live webcam or interacted with during a live webcam with so-and-so. But to donate to or watch some no-name nobody do a cam girl show, a completely pointless waste of money. That's all it is. Because you know what? Most people can't name a cam girl. I could probably name for you a handful of porn stars right now. Cam girl, not one. The other part that's unforgivable is what they found on his computer. But you know what? I'm done talking about this. I'm done talking about this guy, and the fucked up shit that he did and all that. I'm done, tired of talking about it. I want to get back to playing the game, maybe get back into a better mood. I went off on a rant and a tangent because cam girls came up in this, and I think that's completely stupid. If you're going to be a porn star, then be a fucking porn star. Don't try to, sit there in the middle of the road. I mean, I don't know how cam girls even became a thing. But here we are. Anyway, I'm done. I'm not going to complain anymore. I'm calling it on this one. To my one viewer, thank you for watching, dude. I don't know why you do, but gives me a reason, I suppose. I mean, I'd do this either way, probably. Mainly because I get bored playing games. Anyway, have a great day.